Greetings, PC Monkey here with another Bitcoin video, my friends. Hope you have a great day. Let's jump into this. So yesterday we did a finally dump. We finally dumped. Now, if you take a look at the 4 hour, 4 hour talks a lot, right? So right here we were just consolidating. We never touched this, above this area, just like what had happened to that, 31.8 to the 30K drop, or yeah, the 30K to 29.5K drop. We never could retrace it back up, and even if we did, it was just half of it, never full. Then we dumped, just like this. And as you guys can see, we tested the dotted yellow line. It failed. It dumped. And on the lower time frame, I talked about this green line. If it loads, there we go. So I've talked about this green line. Yesterday I drew in another line. I was like, oh, we're doing a range between this yellow line and this dotted yellow line and this green line as a resistance. So nonetheless, guys, which as soon as we lost this uh, green line, we literally dumped. So if we take a look at it, how much we dumped from the previous high we had. The previous high is 26.4. Okay, so the previous high till here is near 6%. From the origin of the dump, I would call it the origin is here after a couple of consolidation. It's around 3.32%. So 3.32%, and we pumped all of it. Okay, so one thing to mention here, guys, one thing that looks a little bit bullish here. First of all, my bearish side is kicking in heavily. I think this is going to get retraced and we're going to go lower. Okay, so this is what I think. And but at the same time, uh, I don't know. These days, I'm not like pretty sure that we're gonna go down. I always have that. Oh, we might go up and squeeze the late shorters higher around 28K or even higher around 29K, to be honest, which I don't think it's coming. But at the same time, there's a part of me that think it's coming. And when I remove that part is when we literally lose 25K for good. That's when I'm gonna say no more 29K. Okay, but right now we did lose that 25K, but we literally came back up. So you guys could see on the 1 hour, it shows an engulfing candle followed by a big momentum candle, right? And the momentum candle right now is trying to hold here with this new 1 hour candle. So two things to mention on this pump, which is important. First, we broke the dotted yellow line, okay, with the first pump, with the momentum candle. Second, we're holding it right now on the next hour. As you guys could see in the hourly, RSI is completely overbought. So we might see something like this. If this happens, then we're definitely gonna come down. Now, the thing that are matter is when this push to the downside is happening, how much we're gonna retrace. Okay, so if we retrace half of it, I mean, we come here, then we come back up, and this comes back up, and perform another move to the upside and make this pattern complete. Then yeah, I'm definitely sure we're gonna come lower and probably lose 25K for good. But if this doesn't happen, if we hold here, if it consolidates like this until market open, then I'm pretty sure, not pretty, but it gives me a sign that we might just come higher and retest this 26.2 and even higher. All right, now how much we're gonna go up? Well, I told you guys my ranges before. How we gonna go up? It really depends on the price action. I mean, I can just record the video and predict every move, but I feel like that's unnecessary. If you just take a look at the price action, we'll figure it out when the move is coming. But nonetheless, so we either have to break this 25.3, which is our first resistance. And if we break this, then we could see higher 28.1, 29.3. But Bitcoin doesn't really show that much of a willingness to go higher. But I mean, yeah, we broke this. We are now consolidating above this. We did not, or we could say we broke this structure. We could say we broke this structure right here, which was bearish, right? So we broke it right here, and right now we're holding above it. So usually Bitcoin has to come back and retest the change of character. So this change of character right now, what this move was here, and right here we didn't test it. We just, blasted through it. So just a chance that Bitcoin comes, hold it above this change of character. Holding above this area shows that it could be bullish. Losing this area, which is 25.3, it means it's bearish. Now, if we hold it here, then, we'll have to see what will the next candle do. And I would say nothing below an hourly candle, because uh, they're not just, good to count on some, big moves. Anyway, let me just remove these so it's more clear. So yeah, and to the upside, I told you, to the downside, if, all the uh, downside, if everything plays as we expected, we expect one of those red candles that usually wicks below the origin of the pump, and then followed by a couple of more smaller candles that are breaking down from this origin of the pump. That would tell me that we're probably gonna go lower now. But as of this moment, I think we could go higher. I'm just waiting to see if we definitely, if not definitely, if we want to retrace this fair value gap altogether. I mean, this was a huge pump. It was a fast pump, not a huge pump. It was a fast pump. Okay, and there's a lot of probably orders that are not filled. So we'll have to see what Bitcoin wants to do. But if I take a look at a 5 minute right now, I usually don't record 5 minutes on my videos because it's not, you know, really good. But this does look like it's getting weaker and weaker. Right now, we'll have to see what happened. And it's doing something like this, if I may. Something like this. If this is, I mean, this is what we get for now. If this is what it is, this is a rising wedge, and we might touch this area and then dump it, or we might just, lose the support right now and dump it. And well, might change the pattern, depends on how long we stay here and how we hold it. But right now, it does look like a little bit more bearish than bullish. And at the same time, you see this pattern right here is essentially the same as this pattern right here, only a little bit smaller. We could see right here we dumped here, we picked it back up, and right here we never came back down. Never came back to this area, we never came back to this area. We hold it a little bit above it, and then consolidated and pushed it back up. So this could happen on the lower time frame. As I said, lower time frames are not really to count on anything, but the top really looks bearish. But this whole move is something like this move that could be bullish. uh, Pattern wise, only pattern wise. Trend line wise, it's definitely bearish. Okay, now I'm throwing all of this in here, and then like it's hard to decide, is it bearish, is it bullish, what is going on? Holy moly. So at the end I think this is bearish, and we at least gonna retrace half of it down, and then from there we're gonna see what's happening. All right, so just conclude on Bitcoin. Then I want to talk about SPX and Dixie, and then I call it a day. Just to conclude, if we go higher, and for us to go higher, there's a couple of things, but we have to hold this area, or we might just touch 25.5, 25.3, and then bounce back up. If that happens, then good for Bitcoin. We could see an upside, go into that 27K, 27.3 in the ranges that I've talked about in my previous video, and I think I just mentioned them a little bit earlier. If we come down and we see one of those wicks that, it literally removes all this pump and then does something like this, that's a possibility. Losing this dotted blue line, which is yesterday's close, could essentially give us a signal that we're going to go lower, and today will be the continuation of yesterday's sell-off. That being said, guys, The RSI on the 1 hour and 2 hours and 3 hours and 4 hours, they all doesn't look, they all at the mid range. Okay, obviously with this pump, they all come back up. The 1 hour though, it looks extremely sold out, extremely what do you say, bought out. So we might see this pattern play out, come back down, come back up, and then this, completely destroy yourself on Bitcoin. So, and this comeback down could be at around 25.3. And this comeback up could be something around essentially 26.1 or around 25.9, 26K where we are right now, or it could be higher or it could be lower. We don't know. But if this pattern happens, I think at the end of the pattern, we're just going to see it, another sell-off. And this is happening on like a couple of more hours, so we'll have to see. That being said, guys, let's just talk about Dixie. So Dixie right here, we've talked about Dixie that right now it made a descending broadening wedge and it's coming down after it hit that, very high at 105, 157. Right now it's coming down. Probably it might want to push it a little bit up and then, lose it altogether, come back down to around here as the arrow mentions it. If we come around here, then probably we definitely gonna see a push up on the stock market. One thing to mention, guys, yesterday Dixie didn't really move that much, but we had that sell-off. Okay, so when these things happening, usually indicates that the whole market is entering a bearish mode. Okay, so yesterday we did drop and then we pushed it back up. We essentially hold it where we are right now. The RSI doesn't really look good. We talked about the RSI yesterday that uh, we were around, I don't know, around here, that I've said that we could see something like this, and we are now watching at, okay, as of this moment. So this around here, and this is a 1 hour, this around here gives us a sell signal, but since we are entering a new session, it's hard to tell. And with that being said, guys, I think SPX, we have to take a look at the ES1 right here to see where we are. So ES1 pushed it a little bit higher on, but the consolidation continues. We'll have to see what happened today on the market open. Everything looks more bearish than bullish, if you ask me. So I think in the next couple of months, we're only going to see sell, 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 sell. And, people like me who has hope. I mean, we could see right here, it's like a clear pattern, something like this. But anything, people like me who has hope for Bitcoin to go a little bit higher so they can open a better short, I think they're just gonna, I just have to, believe that there's no more short coming around 29.3. Everything looks bearish to me. Now, one thing to mention, I forgot to talk about is the Fib levels. I've seen the pattern that when we dump, we come back up and we retest 9 to 6 and then we continue to dump. That could be the case based on the Fib levels. So the previous call on the Fib levels did not play out as we expected. So from here, we did not make a move to the upside after we got the rejection. So I'm just going to remove this. And one thing to mention is that rising broadening wedge, as you guys remember right here. So we broke through it. We broke through it, and right now we were here, and we are right now getting rejected at the support of that rising broadening wedge. Let me just remove this. So yeah, we're getting rejected right at it. We'll have to see if this rejection is real or not. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, guys, losing this rising broadening wedge, let me just show you guys on daily how valid this thing is. As you guys could see, so here it was the extreme that it holded it, and right now it's not holding it. So we'll have to see if this thing holds here or not. If it doesn't, then I think we're just gonna retrace it all the way back to 20K. Again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support, comment, and likes, and everything you do. I appreciate if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I pinned it in the trading view, so you could just click on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace out.